Good evening. You're joining with Prime TV News and I'm Pankaj Kulutunga. First, the news headlines. Arrangements in place for the release of the National Action Plan to prevent bribery and corruption. 30 who attempted to illegally migrate and nabbed by the Navy have been brought to the island. Guaranteed price for paddy from the Yalla season will be increased. Lal Kantha enlarged on bail. Facebook's Zuckerberg says he sees the future in privacy-focused internet. Now for the news in detail. The National Action Plan to prevent bribery and corruption will be launched in Colombo on the 18th of this month. People's views are gathered to formulate this action plan, bringing together the Commission to investigate allegation of bribery or corruption, the Presidential Secretariat and the Ministry of Public Administration. This action plan has been formulated, including the views and proposals received in this manner. 4 books prepared with respect to eliminating bribery or corruption are due to be released parallel to this event. These details surfaced in a media conference held in regards to the launch of this National Action Plan. Director General of the Bribery or Corruptions Commission, Sarat Jayamanna, said that this action plan should be implemented and also be supervised. Every head of the establishment should inform the Ministry Secretary of their progress, and he would thereafter inform the President's Secretary. The President will thereafter appoint a Supreme Council. It will look into whether the plan is properly implemented. The massive bribery or corruption fraud can be broken from a fingernail if the country had one law. He said that when the bribery law in the country will be amended, it would be included. The 30 persons who attempted to illegally leave the country and nabbed by the Sri Lanka Navy have been brought to the island. 30 suspects have been arrested while attempting to migrate illegally via seas of the southern province today. The arrest was carried out by Navy personnel who were on an inspection patrol on 2 fast attack craft carrier earlier today. All of them were males and they were handed over to the Galle Harbour Police after investigations carried out by the Navy and the conduct of a medical examination. The Navy pointed out that the migration law was being strictly enforced and the persons attempting to leave the island illegally will be facing a threat to their lives and finally be imprisoned. Still at home, Minister P. Harrison has said that plans are afoot to purchase a kilogram of Nadu paddy at 40 rupees and a kilogram of Samba paddy at 43 rupees from the Yala cultivation season. He made this reference joining in the Western Province Agrarian Abhiman Awards Festival. The minister pointed out that the minister in charge of the portfolio, he had been able to craft a mechanism to protect the traders, paddy mill owners as well as the farmers. Agrarian Development Commissioner WMMB Veerasekara and several senior officials joined in the occasion. Minister P. Harrison said that 100 million rupees has been realized to the Polonnaruwa District Secretary. The Paddy Marketing Board had opened 27 centres. Paddy had not been brought to any of the centres this week. They assured 38 rupees to a kilo of Nadu and 41 rupees for a kilo of Samba paddy. It is true that this amount is not sufficient for the farmers. He said that change in this price should take place from the next Yala season. Janata Vimukti Peramuna Politburo member K.D. Lal Kantha, who was arrested over an accident in Anuradhapura, has been granted bail. He was enlarged on bail by the Anuradhapura Magistrates Court. Lal Kantha was arrested on drunk driving charges following a traffic accident on March 2nd. The accident happened opposite the Anuradhapura prisons. 2 women were injured in this accident. The Anuradhapura Additional Magistrate Hemanta Pushpakumar considered a motion filed on behalf of Lal Kantha. Accordingly, he was released on 2 sureties of 100,000 rupees each. His driving license was suspended for 2 months. Lal Kantha promised to pay a sum of 200,000 rupees compensation for the 2 who were hospitalized following the accident. The case will be reconvened on the 14th of this month. The cabinet ministers given the nod for the declaration of the Angampura, a traditional form of martial art, as a national heritage. The aim is to protect this traditional form of martial art for the future generation. The cabinet of ministers granted approval for the proposal to legalize Angampura. It approved a proposal for the issue of a new gazette notification revoking the gazette notification issued in 1817 during British rule, banning this traditional form of martial art. This initiative has been taken with the intention of protecting this traditional form of martial art that is unique to Sri Lanka. Still at home, Minister Vajra Abewardena announced in Parliament today that action will be taken to increase the basic salaries of Grama Niladaris up to 28,940 rupees. He made this announcement in response to query raised by opposition leader Mahinda Rajapaksa under Standing Orders 27-2.
ගුණාත්මක බවින් ඉහළ වඩාත් ශක්තිමත් ග්‍රාම නිලධාරී සේවාවක් ගමතොල ස්ථාපිත කිරීම ආණ්ඩුවේ වගකීමකි.
Opposition leader Mahinda Rajapaksa said that it is the responsibility of the government to establish an advanced Grama Nilladari service of high standards within the village. Although the present need is to expand the Grama Nilladari service, they have not seen that such an attention has been drawn to this matter. Minister Vajra Abewardena said that when action was taken to reduce the number of Grama Niladaris from 14,000 to 7,000 during the previous government, they approached the Supreme Court, and at the time the Supreme Court ruled that the decision taken by the then government was incorrect. He said that action would be taken for the establishment of 14,000 officers, and a query would be raised whether the government could discharge it. The minister said that this work in the Polonnaruwa district has been completed. Work has been completed with respect to 3,000. The salary of Grama Nilladari at the beginning of 2014 was 13,990 rupees. He said that their basic salary will be completed at 28,000 rupees for a grade 3 Grama Nilladari. It has now come to 22,000 rupees, and by next year it will end at 28,940 rupees. He pointed out that their office allowances have been increased and proposals have been made to further increase this amount. Discussions have also been held with trade unions on increasing stationery allowances. Minister Chandrani Bandara has said that eliminating violence inflicted on women and protecting their rights is the aim of this year's Women's Day. Minister Chandrani Bandara said that a walk was organized yesterday to raise awareness on the abuse of women in public transport. She said that the main ceremony marking Women's Day will be held at the Anuradhapura grounds. She said that they had planned to identify the talents of women in all areas and find a market for their produce. Programs have also been organized to give them advice and instructions. Another program has been mooted to appreciate women who are in the lead. The minister was speaking at an event organized to open marketing stalls of creations of entrepreneurs organized in Anuradhapura on the sidelines of International Women's Day. The National Women's Day function will be held at the Anuradhapura public grounds under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena tomorrow. The Permanent High Court at Bar has released Niraj Roshan, alias Ali Roshan, and 6 others, claiming that it has no jurisdiction to hear the cases filed against them for alleged possession of elephants. Accordingly, the Special High Court has rejected the charge sheet submitted by the Attorney General against the 7 defendants of the case and ordered to acquit them. The acquittal order was issued by the Special High Court's 3-judge bench. When the case was taken up on February 13th, the defense attorneys raised a preliminary objection, stating that the Special High Court does not have the jurisdiction to hear the case, hence sought the acquittal and release of the defendants. Accepting the preliminary objection of the defence, the judge bench stated that it does not have the jurisdiction to hear the charges filed for possession of stolen property and offences against the Fauna and Flora Protection Ordinance. Following the delivery of the acquittal order, the State Council informed the court that the Attorney General would soon take a decision on filing a case against the defendants in an ordinary High Court or submitting a revision against the verdict of the Special High Court. The Enterprise Sri Lanka Diriya Loan Programme is now being successfully implemented. The Sabaragamuwa province have taken the lead in the issue of loans. The Turunu Diriya loan scheme of the Bank of Ceylon under the Enterprise Sri Lanka programme is being implemented with the aim of strengthening the national economy. Small-scale young entrepreneurs are being uplifted under this programme. The Ehelia Divisional Secretariat Division has taken the forefront from among the Divisional Secretariat Divisions, issuing 36 enterprise loans. The Ratnapura District issuing 94 loans, and the Sabaragamuwa province issuing 117 loans have taken the lead among the district and provinces. The overall issue of loans under the Turunudiriya loan scheme has increased up to 598 by the first week of this month. Its total value is 248 million rupees. Among the Turunudiriya loan recipients as small-scale entrepreneurs engaged in garment, construction and industrial production fields. Deputy Director of the Disaster Management Centre, Pradeep Kodippilly, has warned the public to take precaution as unusually hot weather could be experienced in the island tomorrow. Pradeep Kodippilly requested especially the residents of the North, North Central, Eastern provinces and some areas of the Puttalam and Hambantota districts to take precautionary methods against this weather changes. He further mentioned that those who are exposed to such weather could suffer dehydration, fatigue, muscle cramps and stress. Therefore, the public are requested to drink adequate water and avoid places under hot weather. He added that patients and elders should avoid this weather and asks not to leave children alone inside vehicles. 7 people sustained injuries after a bus carrying a group of pilgrims went down a precipice in the Penavelita area in Gampula. A group of Kahavatte area at Dunumke in Gampula that was returning after a pilgrimage to the Kataragama area encountered this accident. Among the injured were 5 women. The police said that the accident had happened with the change of the speed limit in the mountainous area at the entrance of Pannila Road on the Dolua Road. Now let's have a look at the Biz segment. Sri Lanka will be financing better buses for the public and private sector service providers under the 2019 budget and change how buses routes function. The state-owned Sri Lanka Transport Board will be given 1.5 billion rupees to upgrade buses. SLTB's fleet will be expanded with the addition of 250 buses with safety and user-friendly standards in the next 2 years. SLTB will also introduce buses that are more suited for those with special needs. Private sector bus owners are eligible for the City Ride loan under the Enterprise Sri Lanka borrowing program. The government will bear 75% of the interest cost under a City Ride loan. Private sector bus fleets are expected to get 1,000 luxury buses under the program.
The benchmark all-share price index gained 0.75 points close at 5,752.35, while the S&P Sri Lanka 20 index gained 0.82 points close at 2,882.68. The turnover was 637.09 million rupees, with 9.5 million shares changed in hands in 3,046 trades. The market capitalization at the end of the day was 2,688.69 billion rupees. Top 5 gainers of the day were SNB Leasing non-voting, Resource Energy, TES Agro non-voting, TES Agro voting, and SNB Leasing voting. While the top 5 losers were Bearwell Resorts, Serendip Hotels, Citrus Vaskadwa, Lakshapana Batteries, and Lankem Ceylon. Today's foreign purchases were 109.91 million rupees and foreign sales were 439.25 million rupees. There were 2 crossings today and the crossing turnover was 60 million rupees.
Prime News returns tomorrow, and in the meantime, make www.itnnews.lk your go-to source for the very latest in news at home and overseas. Signing off, I'm Pankaj Kulatunga. Good night.